What's up, guys? Thanks for staying tuned in. Thank you for coming back. I apologize for the wait. I have been away for quite a while because of work. Work has had me super busy, and we had a hurricane hit us here in Texas. I was out for about 2 weeks without internet. Hopefully everything was okay. But we're back now, and even now I wasn't sure about doing this video because I have been under the weather. But I said, screw it, you know, let's do it. Let's bring it back. So I haven't had a lot of time to theory craft on a lot of builds, even though I have like so many different builds on just like the wait list, and then hopefully I can bring them all to you guys and help you guys out there. Okay, so let's go over this so I don't waste any more of you guys' time. We're gonna be doing the Stamina Templar. This is the basic skill setup that we're running, and if you guys have seen my previous Templar builds, it's basically the same, except we went sword and board instead of bow. The two-handed mole is still in sharpen. This is for Halls of the Reach patch. So I recommend you guys go with a Nern mole. If you can't get one, craft one. It's definitely hitting much harder, but we have not had any issues with the sharpened. For the ultimate, for the main ultimate that we're using, it's gonna be Crescent Sweep. And the reason for that is because it's hitting really hard. Tooltip wise, if you look at our Dawnbreaker, it's going to be hitting for almost 18,000, I believe. Crescent Sweep is hitting for 12k physical damage, and then you gotta account for the 66% to enemies in front of you, which is going really great with our Power of the Light. Like, this is the perfect setup. So Crescent Sweep is hitting for almost 20k with our 66%, 20k in front. This is poisons I've been running, the Escapists. The reason for this is there's a lot of Nightblades with runner builds out there right now, and they hit you and they decide to run away. Really hard to catch them. Just best way, immobilize them, drain them out a little bit, and you know, finish the job. But it's better if you have obviously a Maelstrom weapon. You want the poison on your Maelstrom weapon. For the monster set, we're running 2 Troll Kings. Well, the reason why we stopped going bow is so we can use 2 monster pieces. Now the set that I prefer running is the Crags with a Bloodspawn shoulder, which I don't have at the moment on me. But the extra recovery and the extra penetration make this build even like a lot harder to hit. The Troll King makes it tankier, so I would say, you know, you can swap it out depending on situations. You can still go Veladrith. Celine's is still a thing. Malabeth, you could go Malabeth for the a little bit more tankiness and, you know, more of a troll build. So we're running 5 Bone Pirate, 5 Clever Alchemist. I love Clever Alchemist, I really do. The extra health is great, the burst is insane. But you could go Automaton on this build. You could go 5 Bone Pirate, 5 Automaton. I know you're thinking, well, it's a medium armor build, it's going to be super squishy. It is medium armor. We're running 2 heavy, which is our chest and our legs. Everything else is medium, so it's 5 medium, 2 heavy. Haven't had really any big issues. I mean, obviously, if you're fighting 100 people, you're going to get melted away. You know, if you're fighting a small group, you have a chance. It all depends on how you're using your skills and your abilities. You can see the whole map. We don't have any Emperor buffs, we don't have any Scroll buffs, we don't have any Homekeep buffs. So we're basically going to be looking at a continuous attack buff with our regular buffs. Nothing, you know, extra or fancy. Alright, so as far as the passives go, we have all our main passives active. We're using the Sword and Shield ultimate, which is really great. I love this thing, especially when outnumbered, and it gives you a chance to fight back. Now you can go heavy if you feel like, you know, oh, you're too squishy. You know, you could do the 5 heavy alchemist, and well, it would be three heavy alchemist. Make sure your monster pieces are also heavy, so you can run your 2 medium bone pirates. So that way you'll be running at 5. 5 heavy, 2 medium. So you can see our Dawnbreaker, how hard it's hitting. Dawnbreaker is really good also. I just prefer the Crescent Sweep, but you guys will see how hard its Crescent Sweep's doing, especially with Power of the Light combined. It's just like really great burst. Now Dawnbreaker is really great when you're fighting more than one guy also, because it has that that knockback. But again, I really do prefer Crescent Sweep. I mean, you're looking at the actual damage. It's about 17, 18k, so our Crescent Sweep, it's hitting for about 20,000 to enemies in front of you. The passives here, Combat Medic, Battle Resurrection. We are Red Guard for the build. Alchemist, Medicinal Use, really great, passive. Other thing too for this build, for this video, we went the Warrior Mundustone, but I switched it. And instead I went with the Serpent, which is, it's performing a lot better than the Warrior. See, we already have tons, like plenty of damage. We don't need more damage. I mean, nothing wrong with more damage. It just makes you more bursty, but you know, you'll have less sustain. So with the Serpent, with our Potion and our Assault passive, we're close to 3k stamina recovery. Sorry guys, I had a little pause there. So we're at close to 3k stamina recovery with the Serpent. So definitely go with the Serpent. You'll still be hitting about 4,800 weapon damage. Plus, you know, you gotta account for the armor reduction. We're using a Crusher enchant on our axe. So, and plus the minor applied from your Power of the Light. So, you know, you have like a 3,000 armor reduction on an enemy. I don't know if you guys saw that Crescent Sweep. A little late, right? But I know it's an NPC. It doesn't hit the same, but you're about to see it hit on enemy players also. See how hard it's hitting. The champion points are pretty basic. Now here I am using heavy attacks a lot. You could always, you know, swap things out a little bit, make them different. I feel like more points maybe into Thaumaturge would help this build out a lot more. Our jabs, although our jabs are hitting extremely hard, and Crescent Sweep helps with this Thaumaturge damage over time. So it's this is the way I've got it set up for now. Like I said, there's room for improvement. You guys can change it up, make it different. I definitely am, you know, like every chance I get, I change something and see how it performs. Never settle, right? But definitely the build overall is a strong build. It's solid, it's tanky, and it's extremely bursty. Let's see. I want to see if we can get into some action, so I can show it off live right now while we're doing this video. Apparently no yellow wants to come. I did attach some clips at the end. At the beginning, you guys could see the results against NPCs. It's really great for sewers. You guys want to get your Undaunted up? Take it to dungeons. It's fine. It does plenty of damage. It won't perform great on veteran, hard modes, or anything like that. But definitely you could do your daily randoms, your normal dungeons, your pledges, sewer runs. This build is perfect for sewers. There's room for you to change the monster set again. The food, I obviously we're running Bone Pirates, so we're gonna go with the Dubious Cameron food. For the potions, for the video I was using trash pots, but immovable pots are great. You want to get your crit up. Our crit I think is 39%, so we're using immovability pots that increase your stamina recovery, and increase your crit also. We do have the health potions that increase health and stamina with immovability, but I really like the crit potions. You know, you have your crit put out at about 40%, and the higher crit the better. The better your Crescent Sweep is gonna match up to that Power of the Light together combined. Obviously, the build is designed to take some damage, so you can run your sword and shield bar up until you see the opportunity to burst, right? That's the way I play it most of the time. I do have a very aggressive playstyle, and sometimes I get too desperate for the kill, but see, just with rally alone, we're at 3477. This is without, you know, any major buffs. You could put a weapon damage enchant on your back bar. I just prefer the crusher enchant. Excuse me, guys. That's pretty much all the basic skills. You can swap out a few things. You know, you can change some of the skills to suit your playstyle better, and depending on the group size. I usually run 3 or 4 people in a group. Sometimes I do like to Zerg, so when I Zerg, obviously I don't really get fancy with my skills, it's just basic stuff. But when you're running by yourself, or you know, with a small group, you gotta make adjustments to suit the whole group, not just one person. Here we go, let's get into some action. We're fighting a tank, so you know that's gonna be like one of those battles. The good thing is we can show off some of our burst damage against them. You can see the jabs, how like the jabs are putting in the work. There's a crescent sweep. So definitely had him on the run for a little bit there. He's really tanky, so he's probably not gonna have the damage to kill me. And the only way to kill him is gonna be to burst him down. But he's got the flag, so let's take this upstairs away from the NPCs and not give him the advantage. Again, fighting against other players is a lot different than NPCs, but you know, you want to create your own style. So right now we're gonna show off a little bit on how the burst is against the tank. See our crit damage, how like it multiplies everything. Again, guys, this is pretty much it. Like, this is the build that I've been running. There you go. So you can see the burst damage on it is really good. He's gonna run away at this point. There's no point into keep engaging him. The build has the burst potential. You're gonna see on some of the videos I've attached, you know, how tanky it is also, and the damage that it puts out. Well, anyways, thanks for staying tuned in. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate all you guys' support. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I can bring you guys the rest of my builds, and you know, keep working with all these builds to improve them and get us going, right? So anyways, thanks again, guys. Hope to see you guys out there. If you're red, if not, then probably better if we don't see each other. But anyways, thanks again, guys. Enjoy the video.
Get